Welcome to Overview Sunday. So this Sunday I wanted to explain a little bit more about what compound interest is and what it actually does for you. So because I usually show you what the percentage is that every week it's doing my account, but the question is like, why in the hell would I do that? So I'm going to show you. So before that, I'm going to show you what this week what the bots have done from my AIPOLLO. So we can see here that Mr. Ack didn't do anything. Mr. Joe Ack did 1 point, so this here, oh, there, 1.1, and Mr. Guts did 3.6. For Mr. Guts, this is a little bit on the lower side. Usually it's 4 plus, but hey, this is very good for a weekly. So Mr. Carey 1.9, also very nice for a weekly. So now what is this? So this is the week close. So this is the amount of percentage made on that week. Then we have your compound, we have your absolute. Now compound is if you would have that money, put it there and then don't take anything out. So next, so that's a let's just go into ROBOFOREX and then I will explain a little bit further. I'm gonna log in. Okay, so I am logged in and we can see that this week, so this is last week from the 3rd to the 10th, there was 84 euro. So I made 84 euro. The bot traded and made 84 euro. Great. Now I could take this money out. If I take this money out, then it will just do just trade with whatever's left. So if I take all my profit out every time, it will always just do the same. But what I do, I just leave it there. So it means that next month it will actually trade with more money. And the percentage on that money will be higher, and then that going forward. Now, if I go and look at what he did this week, so let's go to the 17th from the 10th, and here I did make a deposit. Like I said on Tuesday, so this is going to show a little bit weird. So this week, the full week. Of course with a deposit, so it was trading with 6k rough. It made 195 euro only this week, so just this week 195 euro. So and that is on, so this is now with the 195 euro, so it's the count is now at 63.40. As I said last Tuesday, unfortunately this money here is not actually mine. It is it's mine for now. I will have to give it back to the tax, but while it's mine, I'm going to do something with it. So I'm going to change to the internet, and I'm going to show you the difference between compound interest and just normal interest, like what you get at the bank. Just a second. Okay, so I'm just in the internet. I just did the compound calculator, and I tried this one, but that was not very good. This one is a nice one. So you get into this site, and then you can select whatever you want. So I'm gonna select here simple interest. I already have here one pre-made, but I'm gonna show you. So let's say you start with simple interest and you are in dollars, and you have, let's say, $2,000 on your savings account. Your bank will give you a whopping 1.5% this per year. You're gonna save it for 5 years. Yeah, so for 5 years. Now, in those 5 years, the bank will give you a whopping 150 euro for having your money there during 5 years. Yeah. Years ago it was a little bit better. Let's say like years ago you get like 4.5. That was actually not that bad. If you don't know better, that was not that bad. So it again in 5 years time. So 5 years you would make $450 in 5 years time. Okay, let's go in Forex compounding. We're gonna choose a currency on dollar again. I'm gonna do 2,000. Percentage, not monthly but weekly, and by the simple interest it was year, it was per year. So okay, so I'm gonna here weekly, and I'm gonna do it 3.5. I'm gonna be just not gonna go crazy saying hey it's gonna be 4 or 5 or 3.5. So this week we did 3.8. Last week we did 5.2 and things like that. So I'm going to 3.8, be very generous. I'm going to do it for 5 years as well. The compounding is weekly. And I'm not going to add any more money. That's the only thing I'm going to put in and nothing else. That's it. Okay, so this is the amount of money you will have in 5 years. Yeah, possibly. Just possibly have in 5 years time if you put $2,000 and you have compound interest on it. Yeah. It will be a whopping almost 500% annual. Yeah. Okay, let's go to the graph. So in the beginning, you don't see much difference. So that's the thing with compound interest. You put money there and like, hey, it's not doing anything. But then it grows very quickly. Yeah. So from when there's alarm, and is here is a 15 million. So it's kind of It's hard to put your mind around this. Of course, this is if the world was all good and nothing would happen and nothing would crash and things like that. But let's say you take the one with the less risk, like with almost no risk, like 1% weekly. So you get Mr. So let's say you made Mr. Egg. He didn't do anything this week, but usually it's about 1+%. So okay. Let's go into there. So weekly, 2,000 weekly, just 1% per week, 5 years long. Don't touch that money. Don't do anything. Just forget about it. And we can go and calculate. And with 1% weekly, it will make you in 5 years $24,000 for doing nothing. Just nothing. Yeah. Of course, if you have, so that's the difference between 1 and 3. So if 3, you can, it's huge. So 4 million. That's the difference between. So also, if you buy stocks and things like that, it's also very, very important to see what the fees are, what you're actually getting. Because I have my own, I buy my own stocks. So what the stocks rise is what I get. But if you have like in a bank and the bank does that for you or someone else does it for you, they take a cut and maybe the stocks goes like 4 or 5% up, but then you're only getting 1% of it. So that's the difference between 1% and 3% weekly. From this, there will be 25% that it's being paid. But hey, if you got 4 million, I think it's okay to give $1 million back. It's not too bad. Okay, so let's go into Binance, because the Bitcoin has also been up pretty high this time. So the account at this moment is at 10 grand dollars, and that is because Bitcoin is almost at its all-time high. It's all-time high. Let's go here back, and let's press here. It was last year February. So if I put here, year time, you can see the top was 64.4k, and this week, like 2 days ago, it just hit like 60, 62, 63. So that was really nice. And now it's at 62.9. Sorry, 60, 60.7, 60.8. So that is from last Tuesday. That is an increase of 9.3%. Yeah, 9.3% in a couple of days. There seems to be a little resistance to having it go over the 60, 65-ish. It doesn't want to get there. But yeah, it's still quite early in the year, or early at the end of the year. So next, like January, February, that's when it actually usually goes up. So if you want to go in buy Bitcoin, it will go down before it goes up again. So just buy it then. Okay, guys, I hope I could make you understand a little bit better what compound interest is and what the difference is between having yearly rent on it and when you have weekly. So it's mind-boggling the difference that they can do for you. Okay, guys. thank you for watching, and if you liked it, please do like it. It's good for the algorithm and stuff. And if you want to see more and more information on compound interest and what like what I also working on is passive income, what that actually is and things like that, keep watching because I will make a video on that. Okay, see you next time. Disclaimer: no financial advice. The information on this channel is provided for education and informational purposes only.